authentic chain of narration, narrated to us by Abi وسلم said, قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم من صام يوما في سبيل الله بعد الله وجهه من النار وعن النار 70 خريفا. The hadith goes that the Prophet ﷺ said, whoever fasts a day for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala moves his face away from hellfire a distance of 70 years. And we're on the theme of what I called Jannah hacks, or low-hanging fruit opportunities for us. Actions that are very simple yet very profound and bring us closer to the mercy of Allah and further away from His punishment. And these are things that if we build and we do on a regular basis, they're very simple, subhanAllah, and yet they have so much significance. And so tonight's hadith is, it doesn't really need a lot of explanation, but it's so beautiful that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will distance somebody, and the number 70 in the Arabic language is used to it could be not literally 70 years, but so many years. And sometimes the scholars or the hadith or the ayat even use the number 7 or 70 to highlight how such order of magnitude. And so you think about that and you reflect on fasting one day outside of Ramadan brings so much of the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And we know Ramadan is the month of mercy. And yet the doors of mercy are wide open even after Ramadan. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not deal with us transactionally. Like you do something and He will give you something in return, and measured, right? It's a lot more. There's no limit to His generosity. If it's not a fair trade. If you ask anybody about this deal that's happening, it's not a fair trade. Yet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala opens that mercy for us even after Ramadan. So you ask yourself, why, right? Why? What's so special about fasting outside of Ramadan? If you think about it, in Ramadan, you have an obligation to fulfill. Outside of Ramadan, there's no obligation. You don't have an obligation, there's no fard on you. There's no communal pressure. Not everybody's doing it, and so you feel like you have to do it, right? Or that everybody's doing it, so I'm motivated to do it. There's no cultural pressure, right? That I'm standing out, I'm eating, everyone's fasting. Everybody, most people are eating and drinking, right? The vast majority around us are enjoying these things. Yet we tell ourselves, for the sake of Allah, I'm going to take away from my comfort. I'm going to take away from the basic things that someone needs to live for you, Allah. And there's absolutely no pressure on me to fulfill this. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala honors the person and distances them 70 years away from the hellfire. So that's the first kind of point. The second point is just to show again the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We know from another hadith where the Prophet ﷺ heard a bang, and he asked, and he told the Sahaba what that was, and that was a rock that was released from the top of hellfire, and it landed and it hit the bottom finally, and it took 70 years for that rock to fall to the bottom, the depths of hellfire. Now, if you think 70 years free falling, to get to the bottom of hellfire. And then this hadith where you fast one day and it distances you away 70 years. So even if somebody is so bad to the point where they're at that depth of hellfire with their actions, the doors of mercy are still open. That one day of turning sincerely to Allah through fasting can change the course of that person's life, can get them out of hellfire. And the more, of course, they fast, the more they're distanced away. So just to show that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's doors are always open, and even if somebody's wronged themselves, distanced themselves away from Allah for many, many years, all it takes is one day of sincerity. And I'm going to fast it for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that will be the beginning of changing someone's course in life, in dunya and in akhirah. So I hope that is a benefit. Inshallah, we can exercise this beautiful hadith. It's not hard because we're just coming off of Ramadan. Yes, the days are getting longer. But, make an intention to fast maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow's Monday. Make the intention to fast as it's sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ, and at least have that on a regular basis so that you maintain that over the year. And it's, again, a hack that I think everybody, inshallah ta'ala, if they're able to benefit from. So with that, inshallah, I'll just a quick reminder, tomorrow is election day. If you have not voted, please make sure you go out and vote. and I said this last week, and I'll just mention it very briefly, I won't take too much of your time. This is the first time since what's happening in Gaza that we actually have a say. Like, we've been protesting and calling our MPs and writing letters and all, social media, but now we actually have a say of who is going to stand up and lead our government. And it's clear now. It's been almost 2 years. Those people who have supported the genocide and those who did not. So I urge you to do your homework. There is a website that is available that the community, other organizations have come together and have done their research and have given us basically guidance on who to choose. So it's muslimsvote.ca. That you could use for your benefit, inshallah ta'ala, but at the very bare minimum, vote and contact your family members and your friends and urge them to vote. This is our chance to do something for our brothers and sisters. So I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept that from us and to make that at least our contribution to try a change to what's happening to them. Barakallahu fikum, subhanallah, Allahumma bihamdik, nashhadu an la ilaha illa ant, nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.